ban?
Naban, pare. Baseball people called Direk Ab. Ask Direk Abed, dude. Baseball people
Oh
called,
my
and
god.
then, and then they took him out.
Oh shit, it
Yeah.
got to that level.
Yeah, yeah. Naban siya. He covered game 1 eh. Tapos nung
Like what terms?
ga-
Basta iba-iba.
he called a home run and a run the same thing.
No, that's not the same
Yeah.
thing. A
Sabi niya,
run is like,
sabi niya,
that's an RBI.
oh, sabi niya 9 straight home runs daw yung Ateneo. But
Runs.
it was just 9 straight
Straight
runs.
Nanonood pala akong Haikyuu before we go on air. Parang 7th episode na ako. Haikyuu.
Yun, that helps. I
Oo.
watched that.
Yeah.
That helps. May instructional dun eh.
Totoo ako sa story eh. Si Hinata.
Oh.
Third set is officially underway. So we are back to square one. One set apiece para dito sa Mapua at EAC. Glad to have you with us at maraming salamat po sa inyong pagtutok sa I Want at syempre sa ating ABS-CBN Sports YouTube channel. This is something that we'll be doing every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. NCAA live stream. So today you got me, but on other days you got Martin Javier, you got Mix Bustos, you got Andre Felix, and I think this coming Thursday you have Denise Dinsay coming on, and I believe Roxanne Montealegre also a part of this live stream team. So come out and support and watch the talents here in the NCAA as we bring you the action from the Phil Oil Flying V Center. Right now we've got EAC and Mapua. Would also be nice to have you guys tweet us. Tell us your thoughts if you're tuned in. Join us, keep us company as we bring you the action on those dates that I mentioned, those days that I mentioned, starting at 12 noon. So right now, EAC switching things up. Coach Rod Palmero bringing in Red Tobias, who gets an ace. Ooh, very sharp serve by Tobias. Cross court by Gaudan. Formento. Drop ball does not work. Two blockers up at the net. Cross court. And Barrias is able to score. Barrias going cross court. Yen Barrias was huge in that second set. She's one of those players that I mentioned earlier as she breaks into double digits, becomes the first player from the Lady Cardinals to reach at least 10 points. She's got 10 at this juncture. She's graduating, but Coach Aying hopes to convince her to stay because she's very energetic and obviously a very important part of his volleyball team. Here she is, Barrias with the pass. Here's the toss. Here's the spike by Fernandez. Oh, blockers were on top. Mangundayaw again. 7 points in the match for Angel Mangundayaw. 4-3 is our score. Yen Barrias. You hear the sound as she served that ball up to the other side. There's a combination play. And because of that combination play, Mapua able to get the point. Credit it to Gaudan, but great call right there. That was the first point actually for Carla Gaudan. Oh, difficult back set. Another back set. Wow. And this is why both these coaches sent in some fresh legs to the court for an added boost of energy. Back-to-back points for Carla Gaudan. 6-3 in favor of Mapua. Barrias miscalculated that serve. Villema, or rather Villena, stepping up to the service line. 6 points so far in the match. She had 7 in their very first match against Letran. Free ball, babalik sa EAC side. Formento, here's the attack. Nothing there on that hit for Reyes. Formento again. Oh, Gallardes could not put it down. Cross court, Formento. Gallardes na naman. Ortega to Fernandez, cross court. Defense was in position. And she was way underneath the ball on that hit. Krisha Reyes was. Oh, but wait a minute. A check ball is called. A check ball is called. So, lucky break there for Krisha Reyes. So that's 2 straight points for EAC. Well, we've seen a lot of these service errors. Seven to 5 in favor of Mapua. Formento. Oh. And that's the problem when you can't get a decent first ball. You can't deliver the pass properly to the setter to generate some offense. EAC improvising. 8 to 5. Mangundayaw overshoots that one. Now, what I'm impressed with actually is the support that the other Mapua students are showing, coming out here to support their women's volleyball team. As you see the students in the black and red uniforms in the stands, Fernandez with a hit, Formento tossing it up, and Reyes will get the point. She's got 13 here in this match, and now our first referee talking to the captain, or rather talking to Yen Barrias. Gallardes. Ortega gets it in the air. Here's the toss for Fernandez, who goes cross court. Formento. Barrias. Free ball mapupunta sa EAC. Formento goes to the middle. Castillo on a quick attack. And she gets her first point of the contest. And our first referee is very strict here. Erwin Cordero telling the EAC Lady Generals to turn around right away and not try any of those Cywar tactics. 8-all. Here's the toss for Fernandez. A lot of power on that spike, but I admire the effort of Formento trying to chase that volleyball to keep it in play. Ball is back in the air. And Reyes finally ends her scoring drought. Fernandez is the leading scorer on this Mapua team. Coming into this match for EAC, it's Kat Almazan, and I'm actually wondering where Kat Almazan is because we didn't see much of her in that second set after Almazan came out like a house on fire at the start of this match, scoring 5 early points. So she's holding a number right now, so she could be sent in anytime. But I guess Coach Rod Palmero is sticking with what he believes is a team that is gelling well as of the moment. Castillo just scored her second point of the match as we are tied at 10-all. Barrias, cross court, and that's good. 11 points in the match for Yen Barrias. And it looks like Coach Aying is going to make some substitutions here. Alvarado now sitting on the bench. She's warming up. Formento. Tobias could not get it over. Puntos mapupunta sa Mapua. So that's 12-10 now in favor of the Lady Cardinals. And now I see Alvarado and Almazan both seated on the bench for Mapua and EAC respectively. Changes are about to happen here for both sides. Formento goes to the other side. A lot of power on that hit by Tobias. And Mapua unable to return it to the EAC side. 12-11. And Formento gets that one in. Here's the toss. Barrias. Formento. And Tobias. There's a reason why her teammates are smiling and clapping their hands. They're happy for her as she came on from the bench and has contributed 3 points already. Rally continues here. Barrias, dalawang blockers ang sumabay. And she will get another opportunity and she scores off the block. Espiritu. Formento. Ball is back in the air. Barrias cross court. Is that on the line? Yes, it is. And now Almazan is back in. Almazan with 13 points in the loss against Letran. She seemed very eager to get back on the floor, but she'll have to wait for her first spiking opportunity as Espiritu gets the ace. Pretty good point total for a setter. Talking about Espiritu, she's already got 4 points here in the match. And it's because of that kind of a serve. She is serving to score. She's not just serving to put it in. She's serving to score. And maybe that's the instruction of Coach Aying. And that's the problem when you're an aggressive server. You take a risk every time you put the ball in the air. As that one goes straight to the net. 16-13. Almazan made sure that that ball would go in. Almazan, she's being tested now on defense. Alvarado delivering it to the setter. Here's the toss for Barrias. Two ladies jumping up with Barrias. She's a marked lady. Formento. Ball touched the hands of the blocker. Alvarado. Oh, what a rally. Both teams going at it, expending a lot of energy. Back set. Cross court. Tuloy pa rin tayo. Here's the hit. Cross court. Barrias was there. And it's a free ball for EAC. Formento goes to the middle. What a save. Balik ang bola sa EAC. Formento na naman this time. Goes to the other side. Popped up by Fernandez from the back. This is Barrias going cross court for the kill. 14 points in the match for Yen Barrias. Big reason why Mapua is on top right now, 17-13. Coach Clarence Esteban was talking to him earlier, and he was telling me about how he recruited a lot of these players coming from Vigan, coming from Cebu. That's just one of the many challenges of trying to build a winning volleyball program, as Coach Rod Palmero calls a timeout sapagkat 18-13 na ang lamang ng Mapua.
Before every coverage, talk to the coaches para at least like you have something to say. And then I think the most important talaga is like the jargon.
Yeah, the jargon.
Like when it's baseball talk, it's baseball talk.
Yeah.
Parang you learn stuff.
Yeah. What do you usually ask the coaches?
Start with like, coach, kamusta? Sino ba mga basics?
Yeah.
Sino mga rookies? So
Okay.
bam, I have the rookies.
Yeah.
Sino ang graduating? Wala. So wala. And then I asked like, ano nickname? So ayan, Kat, Pia,
Okay,
Hans,
gets.
Daira. So I start with the basics. And then I go on with like, kamusta naman? Like, ano ba challenges of being a coach? Saan ba galing to? Ganyan. Ano ba ang role nito? Ano ba instruction mo sa ganito? Mga ganun lang. Nothing too deep.
Ball goes back to the Mapua side. This is coming off a Coach Rod Palmero timeout. Fernandez rising up for the drop ball. Formento was there. Now EAC tries their own drop ball. Oh, that one goes out as Gaudan tried to spike it off the hands of the EAC blockers. And that's an ace. That's an ace right there. Ja Villena, 8 points in the match for her. (15) serving 18, and there's a light moment from the Mapua crowd. And the EAC crowd also. (19-15). Oh! Medyo nagbago yung forma ng pag-serve ni Angel Mangundayaw. And that's why nag-iba din yung trajectory ng bola. 19-16. Fernandez. They go to the middle. Alvarado. Fernandez adding a lot of power on that spike, coming in with a lot of steam. Combination play. Gaudan puts it away. (20-16) in favor of Mapua. They lost the opening set, but are trying to come back here. Fernandez gets that one through. Imagine if Jo Fernandez heats up for Mapua. This is going to be a huge problem for the Lady Generals. Lady Generals 0-9 last season. So they hope to turn things around. And again, Gaudan, service error. 21-17. Fernandez. This is bad news for EAC. Jo Fernandez, who top scored for Mapua in the straight sets loss to Arellano, is starting to heat up. 22-17. Formento Almazan. 6 points in the match for Kat Almazan. 18-22. Barrias on the drop ball. Formento Almazan. Barrias. Back row attack. Espiritu to Barrias. Almazan. A looper of a spike. Barrias over the lone blocker in the form of Villena. Espiritu. Back row attack. And that's over the line. So it's kind of like a reversal of roles here, because now it's Mapua trying to show us that killer instinct and put EAC to bed here in this set. But EAC just refusing to let this one go. Oh, nag-agawan doon. Gaudan and Alvarado. Babalik ang bola dito sa EAC side. Formento tossing it up to Almazan, who breaks down the wall. And because of that, Coach Aying Esteban calls a timeout.
Ano daw? Live na.
Pangalan set na to, Tol?
This is just the third set.
Third set. Bakit pala, okay, for the common eye, bakit sila nakaupo at bakit sineselebrate ng volleyball ng every point?
Yung hindi nakaupo, it's because you want to stay fresh. That's why sometimes you see them running.
Yeah.
Like especially sa UAP, they always run at the sides.
Yeah.
Because anytime they can be sent in. So
Okay.
just to stay fresh.
Yeah. Ganun ang volleyball culture. Diba?
Yeah. Yung pag-celebrate naman, it's more of like just to keep the morale up. Because like yung mga volleyball players, like sina Gretchen, you have to have short-term memory. They always say that. Like every time you commit a mistake, forget about it. So if you keep a positive vibe all the time, that's one way to do it, by celebrating every point.
22-20. Barrias. Formento. Almazan over the blocker. Almazan is taking over. As she should for EAC. She is their ace spiker. And all of a sudden, the EAC players are very vocal. I can hear their voices from where I'm sitting. And I've got some headphones on. Barrias, Formento, Almazan. They keep going to her. They keep going to her, and why not? She is a threat. Coach Rod Palmero, who is usually just cool, calm, and collected. I saw him pump his fist. EAC coming back and tying things up at 22 all. What a match. And this was expected because these two teams figured in a very intense match last year. Going to the middle there, Ja Villena gets the point. Oh, but it goes out. The referee says so. Mapua will get to start this rally. Almazan. Here's the toss. Barrias. Formento back to Almazan. Almazan could not get it over. And Coach Aying does not like the call. He's saying 4 touches. He does not like it. Referee is oblivious to him. Momentum is on the side of EAC. That could be a crucial non-call right there. 23 all. Oh! Formento sends that one straight to the net. Something she might regret later on in the day. And wish that she could go back to that moment. Now it's the other setter on deck. Espiritu. Learning from the mistake of her counterpart on the other team. Oh, Mapua almost got it. Mapua almost got it. Now they have another chance. Who did they go to? They go to the middle to Mangundayaw. Another chance to set up. Espiritu tosses up. Yen Barrias over the blockers. And Yen Barrias has 15 points in the match for the Mapua Lady Cardinals, who are now up 2-1 against EAC. We'll be back for set number 4.